I Shalom. We want to give all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. And double honors to our apostles and elders, which are the apostles and elders, a great millstone. And you brothers out there that's been set up through faith to help seal the elect. The Most High is working, man. He's doing this thing. Okay, because these prophecies now they're in your face. They're right at the doorstep. They're right here. There's nothing else that you can say about it. If you can't see it, you're not meant to see it. That's why it says none of the wicked shall understand. And it also says, how long, O Lord, till the cities be wasted? So if you're not given the eyes to see this, then you're not meant to see it. All right, so I'm gonna jump right into this. This is a World War III update, and also just different news that I found. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna play this clip, and this is from James Jatras, former advisor to the U.S. Senate. Okay, and he's gonna go in on a situation with Russia and Russia and America and the different NATO nations that are pretty much trying to poke at Russia.
Sending U.S. B-52 bombers to take part in exercises in the Baltic republics, these are former republics of the Soviet Union, is a tremendously dangerous and provocative step for NATO and for the Obama administration to take. One could only imagine how we would respond if Russian strategic bombers, which are capable of carrying nuclear weapons, were to be exercising off the territory of the United States so close to the American homeland. This can only be seen as a very dangerous provocation, this mentality the Obama administration has of poking the bear to see if he growls, and then when he growls, they can point at him and say, look how dangerous he is. This is evidence that the people in charge of our policy simply have no comprehension of the dangerous steps that they're taking, and I'm afraid it's a snapshot of what we would get if, by some horrible chance, Hillary Clinton is elected president, where we very well could be looking at a third world war, a nuclear war, with unimaginably catastrophic consequences. There's no way to stop these exercises with deployment of these aircraft. The president can do what he likes with our armed forces, and the congressional controls over presidential actions in the Constitution are virtually a dead letter. So unfortunately, President Obama and the apparatus of the Pentagon and of our military will do whatever he wants them to do with no control or ability for anybody to stop it.
Do you hear that? So we're at a point of a nuclear war.
Actions in the Constitution are virtually a dead letter. Stop these exercises with deployment of these aircraft. The president can do what he likes with our armed forces, and the congressional controls over presidential actions in the Constitution are virtually a dead letter. So unfortunately, President Obama and the apparatus of the Pentagon and of our military will do whatever he wants them to do with no control or ability for anybody to stop it.
See, so he's telling you that, look, this is going to provoke to war. This is going to provoke to war, man. Because hey, every war that's happened before, man, it's not going to be like this war. Okay? That's why he's pretty much saying, he said this is going to be a nuclear war. Either one that gets in there, it's over. There's no light at the end of the tunnel for Babylon, okay? And this is the book of Isaiah 9 and 5. And it says, for every battle of the war is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. And that's the war that's coming. And what's that fuel of fire? Is those nuclear weapons, those ICBMs and different type of destructive weapons of that nature, man. But mainly the nuclear, the thermonuclear, the hydrogens, all different types of things that the Most High is going to allow to happen on this planet Earth, man. It says this is going to be with the fuel of fire. Okay? Let me get a couple more let me play this. Because he was telling you about the exercise, right? This is the exercise that you're seeing that's taking place right now on the doorstep of Russia. I'm going to play this and then go into the scriptures. me just refresh it. So while everybody's concentrating on this homosexual club shooting, okay, which that was just a righteous killing, you know, because the Most High said, "Man shall not lie with mankind." But now you got different things that are happening right simultaneously. So you have to be circumspect of all things. Okay?
By demonstrating joint military capabilities on land, at sea and in the air, Exercise Anaconda has put on an impressive display of force so far. It's a Polish-led multinational exercise, testing the country's ability to defend itself both individually and jointly with allies.
I think the most important message given during the exercises, is that the NATO countries and the partners of the NATO organization are ready to support every country which is necessary to support.
Over a 10-day period, 31,000 troops from 24 NATO and partner countries are training together at various sites all over Poland.
This is a great example of Polish leadership. Poland is a leader in the alliance. The NATO summit at Wales, all 28 nations agreed that we needed to improve responsiveness, interoperability, and so the Readiness Action Plan, of course, was created. So Poland has hosted this exercise. They took their national defense exercise and offered it to other nations to join, everything in accordance with NATO standards, and really answering the call of the alliance to improve responsiveness and improve interoperability.
The exercise began with an airdrop of paratroopers from Poland, the UK and Fort Bragg in the US.
Well, this exercise is now well and truly underway, with over 1,000 paratroopers landing on this drop zone to secure the area.
A mix of C-17s and C-130 aircraft dropped not only the paratroopers, but also heavy armour and resupplies needed for the exercise. It was no easy task to coordinate such a huge jump involving 3 different nations.
To communicate on different networks. To have 2 different firing systems, to have 3 different nations flying aircraft and multiple different aircraft. That takes a lot of training to put that together.
The successful paradrop made the area safe to build a temporary bridge over the nearby Vistula River. Early morning and British Royal Engineers and their German counterparts set to work, using German and British M3 rigs to build a floating bridge.
At 330 metres in length, this is the longest ever amphibious bridge to be built. With 30 M3 rigs, it's taken German and British engineers just under 30 minutes to construct.
We started with a ferry operation, which means we established 2 ferries, each out of 6 amphibious rigs. The task for this ferry operation is to deploy or cross the obstacle for the advance party. And right after the advance party of the crossing unit has left the crossing area, we have started to build up a bridge.
Polish and US Apache aircraft flew up above as US Stryker armoured vehicles passed over the bridge.
Alright, that's it. I'm just going to get into these scripts. Alright, this is the book of, this is Isaiah. This is Isaiah 47 and verse 11. It's Isaiah 47 and verse 11. It says, "Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. And mischief shall fall upon thee, and thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know." Because Most High is going to have this war go off in a, how you say, unpredictable fashion. Because all of this that they're brewing up, they think that they're getting ready and they're going to be able to subdue it, but it's going to come as it's pretty much a trap the Most High is setting. That's why he's putting pride on them, Just like the angels went and being a lion, what is that? Lion in the mouth of their prophets. They pretty much are thinking that this is to pretty much puff their chest, but this is just motivating the hook that the Most High is putting in Russia's jaw because they feel like they're being attacked. So this is making this world war already at a cusp. It's gonna happen. They already know it's gonna happen because what are they preparing for? All of these other nations, who are they preparing? Who's their enemy in their mind? It's Russia, man. Let me get verse 10. It says, this is Isaiah 47:10. It says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it has perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. And that's who? Edomite. These Edomites, man. Okay? Namely the international bankers that are trying to set this war up for different means. But it's for their destruction. It's not going to be their... they're not going to come out on top because they think they're going to set all this up. And then they're going to pretty much come out of the shadows with all their technology that they've hidden, all the different of clean energy and solar power. They think they're going to come out on top after all of the smoke clears. But no, they're going to go into bondage, man. That's the prophecy. So all of these things are taking place for their downfall. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. This is 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 3, and it says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. And who is that? That's going to be the elect. The 144,000 and the 1/3 of Yasharallah. That's the man that the Most High has put in the light. That's why it says, let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works. We're not in darkness. We're in light. And what's the light? Is this truth and the prophecies and knowing the breakdowns and the understanding that's given through our apostles and our elders. So we're not in darkness as others. So this ain't going to come upon us. We seeing it. We're just giving you a play-by-play to the ones that can see it and their eyes are open. All right. This is the book. Let me jump into this next verse. This is the book of Psalms. This is Psalms 35 and verse 8. This is Psalms 35 and verse 8. And it says, let destruction cometh upon him at unawares, and let his net that he had hid catch himself. Into that very destruction let him fall. And my soul shall be joyful in the Lord. It shall rejoice in his salvation. Because the elect is going to be preserved through these times. Okay, they're going to make it through the horrible things that are going on, man. Okay, that's the pretty much, Esau's going to catch himself in his own net. All right, in his own net. What is it set up with this third world war, the crisis? All that is for his own destruction, because he's not going to come out of those bunkers in no good fashion, man. He's going to come out in heavy chains. Thus saith the Lord. And then I'm going to get this, which we all know this verse. This is Ezekiel 38, and we'll start at verse 4. It's Ezekiel 38 and verse 4, and it says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thy armies, and all thy army, horses and horsemen, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with buckler and shield, all of them handling swords. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all them with shield and helmet. Because this is the part of that third war, man. And that all these exercises are just to provoke Russia. And they have provoked them because they already got plans. That's why they let out the Satan 2, to pretty much say, hey, look, we're ready. We're ready to go. All right. All right, let me get into this this next article. I'm just going to read this article.